Hi everyone, NETFQ here and welcome to another EVE Online video. Wow, what a week it's been in EVE. The biggest battle in EVE history took place in Delve in a system called M2-XFE last Thursday. 250 plus titans were destroyed with over 23 trillion ISK lost. That involved over 4,000 ships that were destroyed. The battle was over 12 hours long and only ended when the EVE servers did their daily restarts. The battle involved over 5,000 total players. World War B2 between the Imperium and Peppy has been going on for quite a few months, with Peppy slowly taking ground in Delve and starting to destroy Imperium Keepstars. The Imperium Keepstar in M2-TAC had been previously attacked where it lost its shields, and now it was the time for Peppy to destroy the Keepstar's armor. However, unlike other Imperium Keepstars, this time goons decided that they would try and defend it. But why? Well, it turns out that M2-XFE is part of the evacuation route for goons, meaning that if the Keepstar was lost, a large portion of the Imperium Super and Titan fleets along with other assets would be stuck in Delve with no way out, other than asset safety of course. So no wonder the Imperium went all out on this colossal battle. Although Peppy did manage to destroy the Keepstar's armor and winning the objective, there were heavy losses on both sides, and a huge number of Titans, supercarriers and other ships were destroyed, making this the biggest battle in EVE history. After downtime, Peppy forces were told not to log in, as they had won the objective and wanted to minimize ship losses. The Titans and Supers, which were still in M-TAC, would stay there, logged off, until the Keepstar's final timer. Over 200 Titans were logged off in M-TAC 2. The final timer for the Keepstar came out last Saturday. However, things didn't go to plan. Since last Thursday, the Imperium had placed warp disruption bubbles around where the Peppy Titans were, meaning that if they logged in, they would be trapped. So Peppy High Command had a plan to jump their remaining Titan and Super forces around 700 plus ships above the Keepstar, well away from the bubbles, and later on during the fight, once Subcats had destroyed the warp disruption bubbles, the order would be given for the 200 plus remaining Titans to log in and join the fight. However, the Imperium had their own plans, which would heavily rely on overloading the EVE servers and causing server instability. Basically, 2 hours before the battle, the Imperium were already in system undocked. They had over 5,000 ships in total, far more than Peppy and the Imperium forces had combined last Thursday. With the combination of so many ships in space and all of the super carriers having deployed their fighters, and with all the countless warp disruption bubbles, tie-dye in the system was down to around 14% before the Peppy forces even showed up. The Imperium had 800 plus Titans undocked and ready to go, with 600 super carriers. However, Peppy had 800 Titans ready to jump in, plus the 200 which were already logged off in system. Peppy outnumbered the Imperium Titan fleet by around 20%. Peppy High Command knew they had a great shot at decimating the Imperium Titan and Super fleets, so the order was given. The Sinos were lit and Titans were ordered to jump. However, this is when the shit hit the fan. With so many players jumping into the system at the same time, the EVE servers started to fail. Players were stuck in jump tunnels forever. People that eventually made it into M-TAC 2 found they couldn't move or modules would not turn on. Due to the server issues, Peppy forces were dripping into M-TAC 2 rather than it being a flood of ships. This gave the Imperium the time to pick off the Peppy Titans one by one as they dripped in. Once Peppy High Command saw what was going on, the order was given to stop jumping in. All ships currently in system were told to get out as best they could. In total, about 75 Peppy Titans were destroyed, along with 200 Titans still logged off and trapped in the system. The battle ended before it even began. If the EVE servers were able to handle the load, it would have been the biggest EVE battle in history. It would have been at least double the size of the previous big battle last Thursday. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. The biggest battle in EVE history is still the battle in M2-XFE from last Thursday. For people that have been in tie-dye battles before, they probably would have noticed that the videos that I was showing were sped up. They were sped up by about 900%. To get a real taste of what it was actually like to be in that battle, have a look at this footage.
You need a gun secondary.
The gun secondary is Hebrew Hammer. Oh.
He's almost dead. He is dead.
It's Riffraff. Riffraff. I need somebody to broadcast Riffraff in the main fleet. It's the main gun target now.
Reps on MISS. Misfit in the Ragnar.
Titans that X. Your Doomsday Green on X. BE. SS carriers, make sure you are fucking going to town out there. There's a ton of fucking enemy fighters and stuff.
Now at this stage there's probably about 10% tie-dye, which means things are happening incredibly slowly. It may not look like it in the video, but I am clicking like mad trying to lock up Titans so I can rep them, but none of my commands are going through. As you can see, none of my hardeners are on, even though I'm clicking on them multiple times to try and get them to start. They just don't do it. Eventually they do, but probably after 10 minutes or so. Again, trying to lock up Titans to rep, it's a hit and miss. You know, you're clicking on them and saying lock, and yeah, it just doesn't do it. And it just is really, really frustrating to be in a battle like this. And yeah, just wanted you to see this footage so you know exactly what it's like. It is very, very frustrating. Anyway, until the next time, fly safe and bye for now.